introduced Swifty the Shrew, who's like Sonic except he's not blue. They'd have gone for Scourge, but that plotline got purged, and now I actually don't know what to do.
Radical speed.
Radical speed.
Radical speed.
Radical speed. Wait, no.
Cream?
Radical speed.
Whoa!
What is even happening?
Radical genie speed.
Radical genie speed.
Radical Dan Green.
Radical green.
Radical green. Yeah, there we go.
Rad green.
Oh, excellent. So yeah, that was Blue of Envy. What did people think about that then?
It was alright. I mean, seeing Amy and Styx fangirling was comical. But I think Sonic was the highlight of this because he completely... Everything he did was justified, pretty much. And Radical Shut Your Pie Hole is the highlight of that. I just hate how the entire village was just an absolute jerk. Like, there was no reason for that. I mean, I suppose I could understand the banishing from town in a way, because it was something that Sonic and Swifty kind of established and wanted to sort out. The thing is that the way the town handled it, it was like, it was just jerkish. Like, the entire town was just an absolute jerk throughout this whole episode. I mean, and it's like I said, Sonic was the highlight in this. At least Sonic got his revenge, in a way. Kind of.
Kat,
so, yeah.
what do you think, Kat?
The first part of the episode feels slightly too quick. And I think this is an episode that would have benefited from a longer runtime.
One of those want to set it up a little bit more.
Not like a full 20 minutes, but I mean, like, just like add like a minute or two onto it.
Sort of round it up to 15 minutes as opposed to the 11 and a bit that it is.
Round it up to a 15-minute slot rather than a 10-minute slot, yeah.
Because we do come across those, don't we? We have done through the series where the episode has been it's either been a very good episode, but it just needs that little bit more time to be an excellent episode. And likewise, we've come across episodes that are okay, but we know that if it just had just that little bit more time, it would have been something quite special. So yeah. Was there anything else? Any other issues? Anything that really stood out as something you really enjoyed?
In terms of issues, I don't understand what purpose the irritable bowel syndrome joke has. I also have questions. How did the fish get there? What the hell's going on? Who would just leave this fish in the middle of the street? Fish, what are you doing? Fish, no. Fish, stop.
Fish.
No. I am extraordinarily fond of this one shot of Sonic talking to Swifty in the hangar.
Yeah.
Where he tells Swifty that he's sick of him. I'm just very fond of that shot, and I'm very fond of the acting in it.
Radical acting.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah. But as I said at the end of the actual commentary, this is a bit of a weird episode because it is very much Sonic being angry at a character who's essentially as he was in the 90s, yeah. I mean, you've even got the fact that Swifty's a lot shorter than this Sonic, and seems to be younger, and somehow less mature,
and dresses like awful. which is totally in line with classic Sonic dressing like wolf.
But you have the weird thing about you've got this green character who's wearing flames and also the eye color as well, which very specifically harks towards the character of Scourge.
Well, Scourge actually has blue eyes, but he has red sunglasses.
Shy surprise.
Ah, there we go. But in terms of and we also know that Scourge doesn't exist anymore, technically.
Yeah.
Okay, what would you prefer? Okay, Shy Surprise or Radical Speed?
Well, I don't know because we're trying to discuss this episode, and right now I'm kind of terrified of the whole Shia LaBeouf getting superpowers and chasing me through now. That's not the scenario that I ever wanted to think about.
Radical Speed.
But anyway, yeah. So it's weird that the design is very Scourge-like. You know, to go with the flames and everything as well. And you're right, he's got shades, and Scourge wears shades. And
shades.
Yeah. And you know that remember that character's under the domain of he shall not be named. So.
But is that particular design really under his domain?
Oh, but remember, he created the entire concept of bad versions of characters, apparently. So, yeah, the highly original idea that there might be an alternate version of a particular character who is evil.
The highly original idea there might be an alternate version of that character who is evil, who wears a leather jacket. Because you know that totally makes the content.
Yeah, he also came up with the idea that wearing a leather jacket and shades means that you're sort of bad. He kept that entire concept was his as well, apparently. So no one's allowed to do it ever again.
Oh man!
Ever. Ever.
Oh.
Oh man! Just tap me on the nose and say swiping, no swiping.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the quality of the episode, I agree. It was interesting. It was interesting to see that the actual village council. All those characters.
It's great to remember that this unnamed village has government.
Yeah. Well, it has a mayor. It will have another mayor in another episode. I'm just suggesting that there's a distinct possibility, considering the length of time.
Does it mean that mayor gets to wear the hat?
I don't know. Does the hat come?
Can he wear the hat? Does he wear the outfit?
Because I think those are the guy's actual clothes. Come on, that's.
True. Surely, a talking animal who wears clothes also has other clothes to wear. Even if it's just in the case of a particular episode where his regular costume gets stolen.
Yeah, but if it's within the confines of a cartoon, they probably don't. Because comedy. Hooray!
Yeah, it's not like it was covering anything vital.
Oh, yeah, it's so weird. But I loved the Styx and Amy bit becoming completely and utterly besotted after one brief meeting. You get an idea of how Sonic inadvertently wooed Amy initially.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. Radical.
I also like the fact that Knuckles was genuinely angry with Sonic. Knuckles didn't make a stupid comment after Sonic tried to push the burger in his mouth. It was one of those times where it was just like Knuckles being dumb and not realising what happened. He was genuinely really angry with Sonic, which I liked because it felt more natural with that, and you could kind of understand Sonic's jealousy because he wasn't the centre of attention, and
I can force feed a person. He'll make you eat those words.
But only between 2 buns. With special sauce on. Yeah, I mean, it was the Disney thing was an interesting little twist. To if you don't understand what it was, then Eggman saying it all started with Shrew and wearing that specific Eggman hat was actually a bit of a takeoff of how Walt Disney, and it all started with a mouse. And
the whole statue.
The hat was a takeoff of the Mickey Mouse ear hat, and the statue was a takeoff of the famous statue of Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse's hand. That's at Walt Disney World. So yeah.
Yep.
But it's nice to see that there's continuity. That Eggman is, in the end, Eggman just wants to make a bloody theme park. I mean, it's considering the amount of effort that Eggman puts in for everything. It would probably be within the world's interest if they just like forked over like a parcel of land somewhere. Just went like just make your damn theme park. And just leave us all alone. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, but you don't understand, Eggman. Kevin, you don't understand that might result in Eggman Land.
Yeah, but
30-minute levels.
30 minutes. Eggman Land's 30 minutes. 30 minutes is like a speed run for Eggman.
30 minutes like PS2 version. I don't know.
Okay, all seriousness, I got asked about feedback for Sonic Unleashed from Sonic Team once, and it was like what the community said, and it was just like hey, this was good, 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 this was bad, this was bad, this was bad, and this could have done well. Why was this happening? Many questions about this, etc., etc. Top of the list was just I literally like point number 1 was Eggman Land. Never do this again.
Eggman Land, awesome.
Yeah, if you do
I personally think Eggman Land's actually awesome.
Yeah, but it's like the first time you're playing it through. I mean, if you can do it under 45 minutes, your first time round. That's impressive.
It is hell. Eggman succeeds.
It is indeed hell, and the more because I've got the episode in the background. The more I look at this, the more I'm curious as to why there is these 2 monkeys. Are they twins? Explanation, Mr. F. Please explain. are those chimps twins? Or
maybe they're also robots.
Well, that'd be quite funny actually if it turned out that the entire village was all Eggman robots, and it was all the entirety of the village was just a humongous ploy by Dr. Eggman to get Sonic to keep having fights with him.
Shy surprise.
I
don't
yeah,
even.
there we go. So that's your series end for Sonic Boom. Sonic eventually finds out that the entire thing was fake.
Everything was a lie.
Everything was a lie. In actuality, it was the entirety of Sonic Boom was actually an episode of The Prisoner.
I think some people really wish that was true.
And then Sonic's chased all around the place by a giant white ball.
Well.
You are number 6, which is Sonic 4 Episode 2. Right, I think we've pretty much come to the end of this particular one. There's not much else for us to say. Apart from, please remember to comment on videos, or alternatively on at the bottom of the podcast if you're listening to it on one of the many different formats that the Sonic Show has. But you can do that. You can tweet us. The addresses are on the video. If you're listening to the audio version, you can tweet us at lastmincontinue with questions regarding Sonic Boom. Put the hashtag Sonic Boom so we know what we're talking about. And yeah, we'll get through and go through your feedback the next time we are able to, whenever that is. But we will get to it. For now, though, time to go.
Yep. Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Radical speed.